the many industries hit hard by the pandemic is, of course, that of live music. One struggling venue is the Windmill in Brixton, identified by the Music Venue Trust as being at risk of permanent closure within 6 months. Tim Perry is booker at the Windmill Brixton and joins us now. Tim, great to have you on the programme this morning. And I should say, for reasons of full disclosure, as I mentioned to the team when we were discussing this interview last night, I've been in the Windmill more than a few times over the years, so this is a story that's close to my heart. Just how damaging has the past year been for you?
It's been very trying because we really haven't had that much access to government funds like a lot of other venues. It's just a little sort of rule that because the business is run as a sole trader, we're not eligible to apply for a lot of the money. So we've had a little bit of help. We had enough help to bring us up to the end of September, but since then we've been on our own really, and we've done that through crowdfunding and through the support of a lot of the artists that have played at the venue, doing live streams and fundraising stuff. So we've been on our own as a community trying to raise that money.
Yeah, and what must be also galling is, of course, we're currently in an independent venue week when presumably, somewhere like yourself would be chock-a-block with new, emerging, and even established artists.
Yes, independent venue, it's been great over the years. We've looked at it as a mini festival of like the best bands in South London, and it's been such a great week. It's been so much fun, and that's gone this year. So we're doing a few online things, but it doesn't replace the feeling of live music.
No, it certainly doesn't. But we have to ask the tough questions here. Given where coronavirus is currently, it doesn't look like anything is opening up anytime soon, let alone live music venues. When we get to the point that we start to see the relaxation of restrictions, how on earth is it possible to make a small live music venue COVID safe?
Well, during the windows in between lockdowns, we actually did about 90 shows, and we had to reduce capacity from 150 to 32. And our staff, all the bands and everybody, and all the customers, we know most of our customers anyway, were very, very respectful of that, and we never had one call from NHS track and trace. So we were losing money on that, but we were still losing less money than if we were closed. So we were sort of forced into a position where we had to do it as well, because we weren't getting any government help after September. So but we managed to do it safely, and we're rather proud of having done it as well, because it gives bands an opportunity to do what they do best and also provide some jobs.
I suppose, again, the biggest problem for independent venues like the Windmill is that if you close your doors, it is less likely than perhaps one of the bigger organisations. It is less likely that you will be able to reopen at some ill-defined point in the future.
And also, you have to bear in mind that there are some side effects to COVID. For instance, our freeholders thought it might have been a good idea to try to double our rent during this. Ouch. So, there's pressure. Yes, indeed. There's pressure from all sides. The pressure from both sides of just, being closed. It is a harsh climate for independent businesses all around.
Well, you obviously, as the booker, you know the bands, you know the artists. You're basically an A&R man yourself. Getting out there and finding them. How are they coping with all this? Because you need to cut your teeth in venues like yours to secure a record deal, let alone to make it.
Yeah, well, the bands, I suppose, is a bit like school kids or whatever. They've been put back a year. A whole year of their career, has gone. And some dear bands of ours, like Shame and Coker and Black Country New Road, are bringing albums out either this month or next month. And the usual thing is that they would go touring with them and doing lots of promo and stuff, and it's just like sort of out there on the internet, and a lot of the fun and a lot of the important work that goes into putting in an album can't be done at the moment. So the bands are really, really suffering, and without bands there wouldn't be venues, and it's just so important in that venues like ourselves we'll be putting on bands that people will hear about in a year or two's time or whatever, and it's really important part of the development to be able to come down somewhere friendly, somewhere where they get paid, and try and experiment and do new things and hone their craft.
Exactly. Well, look, Tim, wish you and everyone else at the Windmill Brixton very well. I'll pop the details on my social if anyone wants to get in touch and help out financially or otherwise. But thank you for joining us on the programme.
Say hello when you next pop in.
I certainly will. Guest list, mate. Guest list. That's what we're talking about. Thank you again. No, this is a good